Hello there, Ray here, and today I would like to show you guys a very simple pillager farm that I designed up using the new 1.14 Pillager Outpost. After the snapshot release, we had a 6-hour long Twitch live stream, which was amazing. We came up with so many different types of farms, and I'm going to make individual videos about each of these farms, and this video will mostly talk about the Pillager Outpost as well as a farm that you can build around it. Big thanks to everyone who came out to the stream. It was a lot of fun. Extraretta was also generous enough to set up a server, and we had a lot of the viewers also come on and join us as we were designing up some of these farms. The villager outpost structure can generate anywhere where villages can generate. We have one here in desert, and the structure consists of a main tower and as well as smaller structures around outside which can be randomly generated. Also, a strange quirk about the pillager outpost is that the vines that are placed onto it as a structure don't seem to grow, as this vine here has never moved whatsoever. And there is some other minor problems with the floor, as the structure blocks are currently putting holes into some of the ground, like I had to fill these holes in with these blocks here, and you might also find some other random holes around the structure. The pillagers can spawn in this 3 chunk by 3 chunk area that the structures consist of. You can also see that sometimes the spawns can put them outside of this area too, but majority of them are placed inside. The pillagers used to be able to drop their crossbows just by having them die by any means, but now they will only drop them if they're killed by the player. So you can see there's no crossbows here. If I go ahead and summon in one and then use my really hefty looting sword, this one has looting 700 on it, you can see that it drops the crossbow. So each pillager killed by player will have a chance of dropping their crossbow. In the beginning, pillagers also have the ability to drop emeralds such as other types of villagers. For some reason they removed this. Pillagers are aggressive towards villagers, and the way that I made my farm is that in the center, which is the outpost structure here, at the ground level, I came in here and placed in a villager in the center. And then what I did is I occupied the space around the villager with blocks. This way they would try to get close as possible to the villager, and the closest spot for them to get to the villager is over here. What I have over here is a couple trapdoors on either side, which allows them to think that they can walk across this, thinking that it is a solid block that they can get closer to the villager by. I also put in some trapdoors here as well, just to prevent zombies from coming in here and hitting the villager through the corner, which they can do. The villagers themselves can track the villager from quite some distance. It seems to be about 32 meters, so if I come out here and come halfway across this chunk, the villagers should be able to find that village over there, and then they can just start to pathfind towards it. And then what I did is I knocked some holes in the side of the building, so I knocked one here on all 4 sides, one there, as well as over here, and knocked off the posts that were here because that was causing them to kind of come up against it and get stuck behind it. Also, if there's any other structures which are obstructing the villagers, such as if there's a big huge cliff here, give them a way to get up there. And if you find any of the pillagers getting stuck behind any of the other structures, like I seen one guy get stuck behind this here, just go ahead and remove it. And I did see a guy was spawned inside of here, but he couldn't get out, so go ahead and make a hole in there. What they'll do is they'll pathfind through the area, and then they'll make their way into the center, and from there they're able to go ahead and come and try to get to the villager, and then they will fall down this hole. This hole is a little bit deeper than what you would use for a zombie, since the pillagers have 24 health instead of just having the typical 20 health as most mobs do. So pillagers are low health and they're sitting here, and back in here is where the player will be able to AFK. From here you can see that we have a couple hoppers which can pick up the loot, and we have one here as well as here because the villagers will kind of fall between these 2 areas. They're just taking some max cramming at the moment. And what the player would be doing is standing in here. I got some slabs on the bottom as well as a slab above. I got some trapdoors they're sitting on. This way the player can come all the way up in here and they cannot see him, even the far guys. I also got a trapdoor here which prevents the player from getting too close. And all you have to do is come in here and swing at their feet. And the sword that I'm using is this sword here, which has sharpness 5, unbreaking 3, mending, sweeping edge 3, as well as looting 3. Looting 3 will help you increase the chance of them dropping their crossbows. And then as the villagers come in, you just keep swinging at them, and the loots will be picked up by the hoppers and be placed into these chests. And you can see we get quite a few bows that are also enchanted. They also come with a wide range of different types of durability. The best type of enchantments that you can get onto these crossbows is level 22. So I went ahead and enchanted up a bunch of level 22 ones. And the best enchantments that you can get is up to level 3 piercing. And piercing normally goes up to 4, so it's 1 under the best. As well as you get unbreaking 3 and quick charge 1. And quick charge can go up to level 3. You also can get multi-shot on their bows, and this cannot be added onto piercing. So you either can have piercing or multi-shot. You can have both of them. So this is a similar bow. You can see that the only difference is that it has multi-shot. That only goes up to level 1. Because the pillagers use a hostile mob cap, when it turns night out, there is more area above the ground for hostile mobs to spawn and hold up the mob cap for the pillagers. And because of this, it's important to go ahead and sleep away the nights. So down here on our little area that we have, I have ourselves a bed. And we can just sleep away the night. So that way there's just less area for hostile mobs to spawn on the surface. Also, if you want to, you can try to find a villager outpost that has not as many caves around it. So looking for less caves in the vicinity will also mean that there is less area for hostile mobs to spawn, and therefore more pillagers will spawn in your farm. The rates of the farm really depend on your location, as well as if it's day or night, and what type of caves you have around in the area. But the villagers come in at a pretty steady stream. Every couple seconds you'll get a villager that will walk into the trap, and you go ahead and kill them. If you want to, you can AFK here a while, and put in some vines, and that way you can store and more of them, and that way they don't take max cramming. This will allow it so that any villagers that are nearby won't be able to despawn. Any pillagers that are far away, or any pillagers that are far away that are not attracted to the villager, or any other hostile mobs will be able to despawn, and over time you'll be able to collect up more of these guys, and then kill them all at once. The hardest part about this farm is getting the villager inside of the center here without the pillagers killing it. So what I would probably do is come in with a zombie villager and bring him in. And this way you're a little bit safer because the villager might be attacking you, but they wouldn't be attacking the zombie villager. Then once you get him safely secured inside, then go ahead and give him the weakness potion as well as a gold apple and turn him over into a villager. A simple pillager farm which allows you to farm up crossbows using the Pillager Outpost. If you'd like to check out this world, I have put it down in the description. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and if you found this interesting, show me a like and share this with others. If you'd like to see more crazy farms like this that we came up with, be sure to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the Pillager Outpost. Do you feel like the pillagers should also drop emeralds since they are part of the Illager family? Tell me all that down in the comments. Bye bye!